One of the greatest stand-up fighters of all time. Got a question for Mr. Palomino. I'll come right over to you.
Don't mind my mummy looks.
Luis, Rudy from Combat Corner. I'm 47 years old, man. I don't understand how the hell you can do this at 44. And you've been off for the last 12 months. What was that 12-month break like? Because you haven't fought since February of last year. What did you go through over the last year to get ready for this? But my goodness, man, help me out.
Look, man, to begin with, my mom always told me, you are what you eat and you become who you hang around with. You know what I mean? And I'm a health freak. My wife is from Japan. She's a health freak. So we are serious about health, you know? And the whole year layoff thing, you know, it wasn't my choice, but all I can do, you know, I put things in God's hands, and if it's out of my control, it's in His hands. If it's in my control, I go to work. What's in my control is to get better. If I don't have a fight, then I have time to get improved because I'm not done. I feel great at this age because I've taken care of myself. And to begin with, I started fighting at the age of 26. I went straight to pro, weighing 165 pounds, fighting in MMA without amateur fights at 170 pounds. Didn't even know that people were cutting weight from 200. I just had power and I would lay them out, you know, and so on and so on, right? But it's just about discipline, brother. I can't tell you nothing else other than that. It's discipline. My discipline and the knowledge that I've gained over the years got me here.
Luis, congratulations on another belt. You've dominated here. This is your backyard. You finally got a fight after the long year layoff. Do people in your division have to be worried because they just saw an amazing 44-year-old man go out there and be one of the top contenders in BKFC right now?
Yeah, I mean, look, I came here to make a statement, you know, and all respects to Howard. The dude can't play, bro. I'll be very honest with you. You know, he's younger, of course, right? And you know the speed and the length and you know he was in the rack. The dude, man, look, to do 8-2 in bare knuckle, especially in BKFC. Forget bare knuckle. There's a lot of organizations popping up everywhere, but this is the UFC of bare knuckle. You know, this is the top, right? To get to 8-2 here, and think about his only 2 losses: Jimmy Rivera from UFC and Kaya, champion. You know what I mean? The dude came to put in work, and I don't want to say he surprised me because I expected that from him, but what surprised me was his heart. I thought he would break earlier, you know, and the dude came and put in work. So I said, you know what, let me make the statement that Daddy's back home. You know, in Spanish you say, Papá de los pollitos. You know what I'm saying? Daddy's home. The only 8-time world champion in this platform is back. All right, so anybody at 155 that wants something, gotta come through me.
Thank you, bro.
You keep proving that you're the Peruvian warrior and this is your jungle. So what's next for you and what do you hope to accomplish in the next year?
I have a hit list.
Let me hear it.
I have a hit list.
Let me hear it.
So I got tired of calling everybody out. I called everybody and the mama out. Mike Perry keeps coming in here demanding this absurd amounts of money and talking about calling all these people out that are not even an organization. So I've been calling him out for 2 years and I'm 3 weight classes under him for a super fighter, right? And the dude answered after one of his fights, talk about, oh, you know, for me to fight, when they asked him about me, you know, for me to fight, you know, somebody, they have to have a certain amount of followers on social media. I'm like, I thought nobody wanted to fight you, you know? Okay, whatever. We'll skip that one. Chad Mendes came in here a whole year talking. Eddie Alvarez came in here asking for an absurd amount of money too. Didn't happen. So I'm here asking for these fights. Didn't happen. Then Jeremy Stevens comes and beats Eddie Alvarez. Talk about, I'm the king of the barbarians, and I'm the baddest mofo here, and I don't know what. And I'm like, bruh, I'm your weight class. What's good? I call him out. The guy blocked me on social media, man. But I can't make this shit up. Look, everybody that I've been calling out, like Mike Perry's, Chad Mendes, Eddie Alvarez, I can understand, you know, you have a certain amount of following, you have a million followers on Instagram. I can understand. You know, you don't want to lose to the guy that doesn't have that following. I understand. Jeremy Stevens, your brother, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a fan of him because he did a lot of work over there in the UFC, a lot of KO bonuses, a lot of finish bonuses. I liked watching him. I sparred with him back in the days before he went to UFC, you know. But if you're gonna say something like you're the king of the barbarians, you're the badass, and then somebody in your weight class it's not just somebody, it's the best fighter in your weight class. So it's like, if you are trying to talk about being the best, you need to be the best. You don't just go and block the best and try to ask for money fights and talk about you gotta get paid. No, I'm tired of all these guys trying to come over here from the UFC or from wherever they come from, demanding all this absurd amount of money when I'm the only 8-time world champion in this platform. Counted 9. I'm the only champion that's defended his title 6 times. I need a multi-fight deal. That's what I'm here for right now.
All right, we have time for one more, Luis.
Hello, Babu. Ron from Savage Combat Sports Media. Yesterday during the weigh-ins, I was talking to Brian Durant, and he was real interested in that King of the Streets belt, and he said there's a target on the back of the winner. Do you have a message for him?
You asked the wrong question, brother. Because now the kid is gonna cry tonight. And he ain't that much of a kid because he calls me old man, old this, papa, grandpa, and all this, right? All right, so this is what happened. Brian Durant shows up in my old gym where I used to train, Young Tigers Foundation. He was fighting 155. Coach Tigre tells him, you're gonna spar with Baboon. He says, welcome me sparring. I swear to you, I did not swing at him hard. I worked a little clinch with him. It was 3 rounds. Round 2, the dude starts screaming, my back and my neck, bro, he made me feel so bad. I paid for his physical therapy and he never showed up. So then he realizes that he cannot hang at 155 while I'm reigning here. He drops to 145, won a couple of fights. He gets a title shot, hand gifted to him. He loses. He doesn't cut it. He loses. And now you want to come over here and try to jump in my clout? In my moment that I've been waiting for a whole year? You want to do this rapping thing? Talk about you're a gangster. He's talking about, oh, the streets don't support him and this. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to grow out of the streets. I grew up here in Dade County in the time when the streets was the streets. Right now, none of that happening right now. Now you people come over here have fun. When I grew up here, people were getting shot and stabbed, man. Did Cindy King's disciples, like, oh, so many every tooth mark in every knuckle that I have, every single tooth mark was before I started fighting MMA. I ran in the streets and I never joined the gang because I thought it was cowardice. That's why I fought so much. I fought and I defended people. And from there, I grew. You're supposed to grow out of the streets. Not like, oh, the streets. Bro, talk about, he's trying to act like he's a gangster. He don't even know what a gangster is. I grew up in that time. I'm not a gangster. I'm a professional athlete. I'm a world champion. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you, Luis. Luis Palomino is fighting tonight. One of the greatest in the book now. Another title out of your name, King of the Streets. Congratulations. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't stop. Get up for Luis Baboon Palomino. Thanks for joining us, man.